Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So today our method for calculating the molecular mass of polymers, that is osmotic pressure method. So this is also one of the important methods that's used to calculate the number average molecular weight of polymers. So जिस तरह हमने पहले भी कहा कि हमारी जो पूरी पॉलीमर केमिस्ट्री की सीरीज है, हमने इसको वी आर ट्राइंग टू गिव द बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट. जो भी कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम में क्वेश्चन आता है, जो भी ऑब्जेक्टिव टाइप या शॉर्ट आंसर टाइप में जो आपका क्वेश्चन आता है, उसका बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट. सो विल स्टार्ट विद ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर मेथड. ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर मेथड में जो मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है दैट इज द ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर. पहले हम ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर को देख लेते हैं. बेसिकली ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर होता क्या है? Let us go towards this diagram. We have this is so these are two partitions. This is partition A and partition B. These are two partitions, or this is right and left partition. Now this is basically a semi-permeable membrane. Now on this side we'll keep a pure solvent. So let us say this side we have a pure solvent. So when we have a pure solvent here, so we can say it has a chemical potential or free energy that is mu zero. Fine. Now on this side we'll also keep the same solvent. So we'll be having the chemical potential that is mu zero. Initially, अब ये जो दो, these are two freely movable pistons. ये जो दो साइड में आपका मैं बोल्डेड लाइन से दिखा रहा हूं. So these are freely movable pistons. So इसमें जो pressure होगा, that let us say it is some pressure P0, and also here we have some pressure that's P0. That's the system pressure. ठीक? And the solid molecules can move across this temporal membrane here and there easily. And remember, the temporal membrane possesses the pore size via which these solid molecules can cross from this side to this side and from this to this, vice versa. Now, on this left side, we add the polymer here into this solvent. So we are basically adding now our polymer, whose molecular weight we have to determine. So now on this side, we have a polymer solution. Fine. So now, on this side we have a polymer solution. So now we have a polymer solution on this side. Your solvent plus polymer. So this is a polymer solution. जैसे ही मैंने polymer solution यहाँ पे रखा या I added the polymer to make the polymer solution, the chemical potential decreases. So now the chemical potential is not mu zero. It is less than this. So the chemical potential is now mu s, and that mu s is less than mu zero. Obviously, because we have added the solute, so the chemical potential of the solvent that decreases now. As the chemical potential decreases, and we know that these polymer molecules, macromolecules or chains, they are larger in size, they cannot cross this membrane now. So they cannot cross this membrane. How our solvent molecules can cross? While as the solvent molecules from this side, they will freely move towards this side. So they will move from higher chemical potential to the lower chemical potential. Result is that this piston will move up. Simple. Now, if we have to keep these systems in the balance, if we have to keep these the equilibrium here, we have to apply the external pressure from here, so that we have to apply that amount of pressure that can actually prevent the movement of solvent from this side to this side. So this pressure which is required here, so as to prevent the movement of solvent from this side to this side, now that external pressure required, that is denoted by pi. So that extra pressure is basically called as the osmotic pressure. So pi is our osmotic pressure. So pi is our osmotic pressure. So it's basically the pressure which is needs to be applied on the polymer solution here on this side, so as to prevent the further movement of solvent from the solvent side to the solution side, or from higher chemical potential to the lower chemical potential of solvent. So that's called osmotic pressure. So this osmotic pressure, now ये बहुत important है. Now यहाँ से, now this osmotic pressure जो होता है, it depends on, yeah, we should say, this is a function of, it's a function of, number one, molecular mass. जितना polymer का molecular mass ज़्यादा होगा, you need more pressure from this side in order to maintain the equilibrium. Second, it's a function of the concentration. जितनी concentration ज़्यादा होगी, उतना आपका osmotic pressure ज़्यादा होगा. So that means अगर polymer का molecular weight ज़्यादा है, if it is a larger size of polymer molecules, so you need larger osmotic pressure to get the equilibrium here. Likely if the concentration is more, then you need to apply the larger pressure so as to maintain the equilibrium. So this is basically the concept of the osmotic pressure. Now, how can we calculate the molecular weight using this osmotic pressure method? Now that's very simple. As I told that osmotic pressure is a function of molecular mass or molecular weight of polymer and the concentration of the polymer solution. So if we plot the osmotic pressure per unit concentration versus, experimentally इसको plot किया गया. Now we need not plot this, but we'll just write down. If we plot pi/c versus concentration, then you will get a straight line graph. Let us say हमने 3-4 solutions का लिया हुआ या 5 का. So these dots means I am taking one reading, second, 3, 4. यानी एक reading जिसकी concentration ये थी, I am checking pi/c value at this concentration. So I am getting this one. I am taking second one, which is at this much concentration. So I am getting osmotic pressure by concentration that is increasing the value. So likely, if you plot pi/c versus concentration of the polymer solution, you will get a straight line. Fine. So the osmotic pressure of a solution is a function of molecular mass and the concentration. And then, so in order to evaluate the, in order to evaluate this to get a molecular mass, we can basically express this as, so pi/c, ये pi/c versus concentration जो हमने निकाला, that's basically from this equation, that pi/c is equivalent to, that is RT/m. This is basically universal gas constant, this is temperature, and then A1 divided by the molecular mass, that is number average molecular mass, plus A2C plus A3C2 and so on. So आप एक्सप्रेस कर सकते हो ओवरऑल जो डिपेंडेंस होती है pi/c with respect to concentration. तो इस तरह की रिलेशन हमें मिल जाती है. We need not to derive this because it's already derived, because that's not our scope at the moment. So pi/c varies with respect to the concentration and with respect to the molecular weight via this relation. This is basically the viral equation. So these are called a viral coefficient, coefficient 1, A2, A3, these are viral coefficient. And when we have a dilute solution, then these higher viral coefficients, they are neglected. So when we have for dilute solutions, higher viral coefficients, they can be neglected. So this value is negligible, this is negligible. So we can remove these. So our relationship becomes, so our equation reduces to RT A1 by M. So that means if you plot pi/c versus concentration, we will get a straight line, and that straight line, इसको आप अगर हम extrapolate यहाँ पे कर ले, so we'll extrapolate this to the zero concentrations. So it will cut the line here, y-axis. So this intercept, this one, that intercept is basically RT by M. So जो हमारा pi by C versus concentration का graph है, when we extrapolate this to the zero concentration, it will cut the y-axis at this point, and this intercept is basically the viral coefficient, that's A1. So from this graph we'll get A1, that is the intercept, that is RT by M, that is your intercept. It's basically y is equal to mx plus c relation. So this intercept we'll get from the graph, that is intercept is called RT by A1, or A1 is equal to RT by M. Now जैसे हमें फॉर एग्जाम्पल हमें कोई भी पॉलीमर सोल्यूशन हो जिसका हमें मॉलिक्यूलर वेट निकाला हो, उसके हम डिफरेंट कॉन्सेंट्रेशंस बनाएंगी, एंड देन विल प्लॉट पाई बाय सी वर्सेस डिफरेंट कॉन्सेंट्रेशन, विल गेट दिस टाइप ऑफ करो, देन विल एक्सट्रापोलेट दिस टू द जीरो कॉन्सेंट्रेशन, जो हमें वैल्यू यहां से निकलेगा दिस मच. So that is basically our viral coefficient, and we know that is called RT by M. So ये हमें experimentally मिलेगा. R universal gas constant, we know the value. We'll be knowing the temperature under which we have carried the experiment. We can easily calculate M, which is basically the number average molecular weight. So this is in general the basics behind the osmotic pressure method to calculate the number average molecular weight. It's based on the osmotic pressure. That is, a polymer solution possesses low chemical potential, so we need extra pressure to be applied on that side to prevent the flow of solvent from this side to this side, or we should say that in order to maintain the equilibrium we need extra pressure. That's called osmotic pressure. So that osmotic pressure is related to the molecular weight via this viral equation, and we know that the higher coefficients, they can be neglected for dilute solutions. So if we plot pi by C versus concentration, you will get this straight line, and then from that graph you extrapolate this graph to the zero concentration, and then you will get this intercept. That intercept is your viral coefficient, that's called RT by M. So from this equation, when you know the intercept in the experiment, you know the R value, universal gas constant, you know the temperature, you'll easily get the molecular weight, that's the number average molecular weight. So this is the osmotic pressure method for calculation of number average molecular weight. So this is all about this method.